What is up everyone, it's me Vivi and welcome back to the channel. So guess what? Insomniac Games has rebranded their company, they changed their logo. Why would a developer do that? It's very simple. Insomniac Games has grown. We're talking about more than 15 years. We went from this sheriff font to this one, which pretty much is Spyro the Dragon, and then we got this one, which slightly got modified afterwards. And now we got this. Before I talk about this one, yes, we are going to talk about a logo. Alright, let's go back to this one. This one has Ratchet & Clank written all over it. Ratchet & Clank has been a huge part of the development of Insomniac Games as a company. I still consider Ratchet & Clank as their main IP, seeing as how many games they've made out of the series. The moon especially, that's what represented the studio for multiple years. They loved working on Ratchet & Clank and they still do. They would love to make more games. They themselves on their newly updated website said so for this old logo. It's been 15 plus years since we've revealed a new Insomniac Games logo. When we were getting ready to release Ratchet & Clank, we realized a brand update was necessary to reflect a more intergalactic theme and complement our all-up-night persona. So with time, the team got into different projects, right? They did not only work on Ratchet & Clank, so they've reached a point where they're thinking of representing that. They thought of changing their logo, as simple as that. Some might just think of Ratchet & Clank looking at their old logo with the full moon. I'm guilty of that. Every time I booted Ratchet & Clank on the PS2, I would see their logo with an epic animation. So I do understand why they wanted to change it. They wanted an intergalactic theme, which represented Ratchet & Clank, which they worked on a lot in the past. But since they moved on to different projects, later on, they wanted a logo which represented them today. As we contemplated the rebrand of our visual identity, we challenged ourselves to think beyond the moon. That meant eschewing a simple logo refresh. Instead, we wanted a redesign that reflected our evolution as a studio and as people while retaining some familiarity to our post-logo treatments. So with that being said, let's take a look at their new logo. Looking at it, the first thing I saw was an O. Well, obviously dude, but hear me out. The O is trying to come out of the screen, right? It gives you that effect. But then I realized, hey, there are two crescent moons, which according to the team is reminiscent of the past and future of Insomniac Games. Now the word games is still at the same position, which is, according to them, a core part of their identity. Now I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I do not hate the logo, it's just generic. I know what they tried to do, making a minimalistic logo to try and make it look more modern, make it look cleaner, we can say. But I liked the full moon. I guess I'm just blinded by nostalgia. But this new logo, it will grow on me. And honestly, they did put two crescent moons, but like I said, I did not notice them. All I saw was a no. Now if you look at it this way, with two crescent moons, it looks nice. But if you just imagine a no, yes, there is a no in Insomniac Games, but what I'm trying to say is, if you don't imagine those crescent moons, it looks okay. And how can I summarize what I just said? As someone pointed out in the comment section, the crescent moons, they don't have that pop. I guess that's why it was hard for me to notice the crescent moons at first. Without imagining those two moons, you just see a regular O. You see what I mean? Hey, maybe this was completely intentional. They wanted to make the crescent moons not that obvious. And I can't believe I just spent 4 minutes talking about a logo. Wow. Okay, anyways, I tried something. It's not that I'm hating the artist or anything like that, no. Don't look at this as if I'm disrespecting the artist. No, no, no. I just thought, hey, what would the logo look like? This was just for fun, alright? What would it be like if the moon was still there? In this case, they would have kept two core things, the moon and the word games. And changing the font already modernizes their logo. Okay, technically they kept the moon, two crescent moons, but I'm talking about the full moon. To me, the full moon is their signature. Honestly, they could have kept it, and they should have just changed the font, if anything. That's just my opinion. And this, to me, the new font with the moon looks awesome. I think even someone made a poll on Twitter, which one do you prefer, the old one or the new one? The old one is currently winning. Well, it won. I think the poll ended recently. But anyways, like I said, the new one, it'll grow on me. I don't hate it, alright? Hey, if you guys are disappointed with the lack of space theme, their website still does have a moon, stars, and stuff, so there's that. As for the old forums, the old pages talking talking about a bunch of games. All of those got taken down, and one of the admins, when the old website was still active, said that they were going to shut down the servers, something like that. So they were thinking of rebranding the company for quite some time now. And now with this rebranding comes a lot more live streams. Yesterday they live streamed Spyro 3, and today I think they live streamed Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So their Twitch link will be left in the description below. So before I wrap this up, I want to go over something quick. Insomniac Games teamed up with Dark Horse Comics, which is an American comic book and manga publisher. They're bringing us the Art of Ratchet Clank. Crash Bandicoot is getting one. Naughty Dog actually had one for the studio. They also had a bunch for their games, Uncharted and The Last of Us. It's good to see Ratchet & Clank join the club. I'm instantly going to buy this book. That's for sure. Message by Ted Price. It's amazing that Ratchet & Clank is turning 15. CEO and founder of Insomniac Games, the whole team here has put a lot of love into the series. We're thrilled to be able to share this collection of artwork with Ratchet & Clank's loyal fans. So I guess this is part of the 15th anniversary special. It's at least something. I'm happy to see a developer acknowledging the 15th anniversary of one of their series. I'm hoping the same thing happens for another game. For those of you who have been subscribed for a while on this channel, you probably know what I'm talking about. Now this book will be released on February 21st. Now on their website, Dark Horse Comics, it says 21st, but on Amazon it says 20th. And talking about Amazon, you can now pre-order the book for $39.99 US. As for the artwork, I think they're using the one for Tools of Destruction, judging by the fact that Insomniac Games tweeted the following. So yep, with that being said guys, I have nothing else to say, so as usual, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Tell me, which logo do you prefer? The old one with the full moon, or the new one with 2 crescent moons? Share everything. And as always, I've been Vivi, and thank you for watching.